Take a look at this, guys. This is amazing. I never thought I would live to see the day that CNN would actually report on actual news. There was just a lot of rain in California and in certain areas, especially where there's been a lot of fires recently that have burned most of the foliage on the side of the mountains. That rain can cause severe and deadly mudslides, which is what just happened.
What made this mudslide so horrendous? The steepness of the terrain. Look up there, the Thomas Fire burn zone above Montecito. It goes from 3,000 feet to sea level in just several miles. So the water came off those ashy hillsides and just poured right through here. It had a high velocity, as they call it, and you can look right over here and you'll see where the waters, just a little bit more than a mile from the ocean, took a house right off its foundation.
Wow, I actually feel like I'm watching Fox News. I never thought I would see news on CNN ever again. I mean, this really brings me back to my childhood when CNN actually was a news network. What do you think, Larry?
I've been watching CNN a long time. Yep. Used to watch it back when it was a news network. I did.
I mean, don't get me wrong, this is actually a horrible tragedy, but it's also very nostalgic. I mean, I never thought I would see such a thing on CNN after they made that dramatic change in their programming 2 years ago. Okay, that's enough. This is getting a little depressing. Let's check out that cute brunette, Erin Burnett, and see what she's doing.
Out front now, Dr. John Gartner. He's a psychologist and contributor to the book, The Dangerous Case of Donald Trump.
Oh, no, not this again! Those idiots at MSNBC were just talking about this the other day!
Dr. Alan Francis.
Well, what we've learned from Michael Wolff is that the people who interact with him daily, up close, 100% of them think that he's psychologically unfit, and they discuss the 25th Amendment on a daily basis. I think it's a scandal that Donald Trump is not going to receive a neuropsychological exam during his presidential fitness test.
Now they're getting upset that he's not going to take a psychiatric exam! If you missed yesterday's video, this is one of the psychiatrists who's involved with writing this book, and you try to tell me with a straight face, lady, that you're not getting high on your own supply. This man, too, is allegedly a doctor who's able to miraculously diagnose people who he's never met and who he's never spoken to through the power of television.
What we've learned from Michael Wolff is that the people who interact with him daily, up close, 100% of them think that he's psychologically unfit, and they discuss the
You heard the man. 100% of the people who interact with the president on a daily basis think that he's mentally unfit. 100% of them.
There is strong evidence to believe that he is developing dementia in terms of his diminished vocabulary, his diminished quality of thought, his inability to even complete a sentence.
He can't even finish a sentence? It's amazing that you say he can't even finish a sentence, considering one of the things that President Trump is best known for are his long, impromptu, off the top of his head speeches and rallies. Okay, enough of them. Let's check in with Don Lemonhead and see what's new with him. President Trump recently called him the dumbest man on television. Mr. President, don't you think that's a little bit harsh? Certainly Lemonhead could come up with a fresh, new, interesting idea for a show after covering Russia conspiracy theories for over 365 days straight, right?
And there's more. The president falsely claiming it has been determined there is no collusion, he said it a lot, between his campaign and the Russians.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
Mr. President. That has not been determined.
That has
not
been
only are you
determined.
wrong in what you're saying, but you and your allies know that collusion is not a legal term. And you must know that there are...
Sorry, it's not a legal term, and it's not a crime either, so why are you even talking about it? These people are literally insane, and the strain of liberalism that they've been infected with is now mutating, and it's making them even worse. Go to my online store at markdice.com or click the link in the description below and get your Liberalism Find a Cure t-shirt, long sleeve, or hoodie. Available in multiple different colors and styles to help raise awareness of this devastating disease before it destroys us all. Click the shirt icon over here on the side of the video or the link in the description below. It'll take you to the online store where you can check out those shirts and all sorts of other cool stuff from my online store. Your purchase helps keep this channel going, so I appreciate your support. I'm Mark Dice. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here if you're new. Check back every day for a new report, and I'll see you tomorrow.